afternoon, fans, and welcome to Art Keller Field for today's game between the UW Lacrosse Eagles and your Carthage College Firebirds. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Eagles, at attack, number 2, Emily Roble. At attack, number 4, Megan Maloney. At mid, number 8, Ava Schiltz. At mid, number 13, Britta Nelson. At mid, number 17, Lydia Spencer. At attack, number 18, Kirsten Peltier. On defense, number 19, Anna Jensen. At attack, number 22, Megan Feeney. On defense, number 23, Kara Stay. On defense, number 24, Kaylee Henrik. Playing midfield, number 27, Grace Wilmot. And in goal, number 33, Abby Furlano. The head coach of the Eagles is Alexandra Robinson, and she is assisted by Chris Bell and Truett Wilson.
Hit a wall. Right now I need a miracle. Stranded, reaching out. I call your name, playing out of I need ya, I need ya, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. So don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head, darling. I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
And now your starting lineup for your Carthage College Firebirds. At attack, number 2, Shannon Heitschmidt. At attack, number 3, August Claridge. On defense, number 5, Hannah Kim. Playing midfield, number 7, Sophia Witzerkorn. On mid, number 8, Kylie Higgins. On D, number 9, Sydney Kuyeva. At attack, number 15, Emma McDonald. At attack, number 19, Piper LaFever. At midfield, number 20, Bailey Coastal. At defense, number 21, Erica Maya. At defense, number 22, Hannah Kohlert. And in goal, sporting number 33, Alessandra Almendarez. The head coach of Carthage is Rebecca Conjal, who is assisted by Rachel Harris and Izzy Ramel. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
fresh off the shores of Lake Michigan. It is time for a women's lacrosse match here at Art Keller Field as Carthage College ready to host Wisconsin Lacrosse. Hello and welcome to a production of Carthage College Athletics. My name is Ethan Berch, and I'll have the call for this non-conference battle here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. On the slate this afternoon, we have 5-3 Carthage taking on 5-1 UW Lacrosse. Carthage on a one-game losing skid after a dropped battle to Lake Forest back on Tuesday, but an historic battle for the Firebirds, and they will look to get back in the win column and improve their record to 6-3 before entering CCIW play in their next match. For Wisconsin Lacrosse, Alexandra Robinson in her first season as the interim head coach for the Eagles of Lacrosse. They are 5-1 and on the doorstep of WEAC play. Piper Lefevre on the C of the Carthage logo. She'll take on Megan Maloney, the sophomore attackman. In the opening draw, 60 minutes of women's lacrosse here on a Saturday afternoon. And let's do it, folks. Maloney and Lefevre. Ball sprung to the right side, and it's Lacrosse winning the opening draw, and we are underway here from Art Keller Field. Ava Schiltz possesses the ball, and behind the controls for this Eagles team, ball jarred loose, but it's going to stay here. That was Sydney Kuyeva in defense for the Firebirds. So right outside the 12-meter. Quick opportunity for Megan Maloney with 13 goals on the 2024 campaign. She'll work it back to the top. And this Eagles team riding a 2-game win streak into the contest. Maloney slicing through the Firebirds defense, out in front, and right off the bat, the Eagles on the board. It was Megan Feeney and Lacrosse who came into this battle hot. They have ride some of that momentum into this contest. They have taken the 1-0 lead as Feeney nets her 12th goal of the season. Had 5 in the Eagles' last contest, and they waste no time getting on the board. So what a start it is for Wisconsin Lacrosse. Hectic day of Carthage athletics. Baseball playing over at Augie Schmidt. Tarbell's got Carthage men's volleyball, and here at Art Keller, women's lacrosse doing battle. But they trail 1-0, and Carthage looking for their first possession offensively, and they'll get it here as Lefevre controls the draw. That's her 22nd of the season. And here's Kylie Higgins. As we take a look back at that goal, just a beautiful feed inside from Maloney, setting that up. And Feeney put the finishing touches on the opening goal of this contest. Lefevre had a season to remember so far. This sophomore from Crystal Lake, Illinois, scored 9 goals versus Concordia, Wisconsin, back on the 13th. She's got it. Looking to dance inside, spinning, trying to find an angle, unable to do so, and she tosses it away. This is Eagles' possession. So Lacrosse with the early 1-0 advantage and a chance to add on. Stay nearly lost it. It'll stay here. Lacrosse Eagles have been phenomenal at home. 3-0, haven't lost, but on the road, that's their one loss this season. Looking to begin this season a brilliant 6-1. Their one loss came at Aurora University. Lost 15-10, but this team scores. Looking to demonstrate that again as Maloney misfired on a cutting Nelson. Crosse still in possession. Here's Maloney. The southpaw carving in, bouncing it right to the post. Chasing was Warble. It'll stay here. Going right down the middle. Another shot goes wide. That was Schiltz. But once again, chasing is the freshman Warble, keeping possession alive. Plenty of time to orchestrate this pass into Nelson. Gets away, and Almendarez scoops it up. The senior from Chicago, Illinois, in net for the Firebirds. After the biggest game of her career, where she recorded her 469th career save. That's the most in Carthage program history, as she walks it up the field. And it looks like the Firebirds are drawing something up, looking to draw even as they trail 1-0. Still nothing doing. Menderes will let it loose, and Coastal picks it up in momentum. Here she goes. Fast break offense looking to develop for Carthage, but she'll back off at the last minute. The Firebirds still without a shot. So far in this contest, Heitschmidt back to Lefevre. Kim at the top. Coastal with 8 seconds to get a shot off. Now 6 out in front. Can Kim make something happen on the floor? This is Lacrosse possession. What a defensive sequence. Holding Carthage without a shot, and we're 5 minutes in. The Eagles most recently picked up a win versus Illinois Wesleyan University. Scored 20 goals in the contest. This team scores, and if you want to beat them, you just got to keep up offensively. Mishandled out in front. That was Pelletier. Schiltz, what a move. Inside, saved by Almendarez. First save of the contest. Here's Lefevre. Scooped ahead to Kim. Kim darting right down the middle. And backs off past the 12-meter. A patient Firebirds attack so far. Over 6 minutes into the contest, still not on the board. Their next contest will be in CCIW play, so their last non-conference bout. And looking ahead into conference play 6-3. Heitschmidt spinning over the top and over the post. Carthage keeps it alive. Heitschmidt chased it down. Lefevre. Carving to the right, firing, and wide left. 18 seconds to operate for the Firebirds. Out in front, what a find, but stuffed at the net for Lano. An excellent effort by the goalie. keeps the Firebirds off the board, and what an opportunity it was. So under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball on the floor. An egg hunt. Who's got it? It's Kim who comes away with it, dispossessing the Eagles. Kohler running away from the pack of Eagles. Lefevre in the right place at the right time. Carthage lost 12-8 on Tuesday to Lake Forest in the aforementioned Almendarez career game. Looking to get back on track and snapped a 3-game win streak. Claridge. They get it right back to her, but they can't. It was intended for and another turnover for the Firebirds. Under 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. But this one's thrown away, and that'll work for the Firebirds. So the two programs trade turnovers. So far, 3 for each squad. Feeney, the only one to score, it came 2 minutes into the contest. So the Firebirds of Carthage looking to brew something up offensively here. Kaylee Higgins, CCIW second team a season ago. Off to Coastal. Coastal pivoting, almost lost it, regains possession, over the top, she bounces it in, and we're tied. Bailey Coastal, the freshman, nets her 8th goal of the season. It took 9 minutes, but the Firebirds are on the board here on this Saturday afternoon in Wisconsin. So Maloney and Lefevre back at center field. Kim looks like she has room to track it down. She will, and she motors down the far side of the field. And we'll take a look back one more time at the freshman Coastal. Initially lost it, picked it up, and that actually worked for her. That worked for her because it gave her a little bit of room to scurry to the left. And it opened up an alley. She exploited it and got one past Furlano. Carthage right back on the attack. Lefevre! She's got it! Lefevre is lethal. 2-1 Firebirds. 24th goal of the season. Coming off 50 a year ago, she's well on her way. The star-studded underclassman, Piper Lefevre. 30 seconds separate 2 Firebird goals. And how about it? In the blink of an eye, the home team is on top. Lefevre, fresh off the goal, controls the draw. And all of a sudden, the Firebirds starting to fly with some firepower. Take a look back one more time. Lefevre just saying, hey, I'll do it myself. Under 5 minutes to play in the opening stanza. This is Claridge. Oh my! Under a minute, 3 goals for the Firebirds. How the tables have turned.
And the Carthage goal by number 3, August Claridge. Assisted by number 2, Shannon Heitschmidt.
1 minute and 2 seconds. Coastal, Lefevre, and Claridge all meet and greet the back of the net. It's a 3-1 Firebird lead. Wow. The first 10 minutes of the game were controlled by the Eagles, and Carthage has taken this game, and they're looking to continue this hot start. Kim, can she track it down? She does. Another draw controlled by Lefevre. And you see this feed, just a beautiful find inside, and Claridge. I mean, that's an easy look for the freshman. Can Carthage stay hot? Heitschmidt. Again! Four goals in a minute and a half for the Firebirds. They lead 4-1.
By number 2, Shannon Heitschmidt.
Heitschmidt, the sophomore. She's got 4 multi-goal games, and she just scored her 12th goal of her sophomore campaign. Wow. I mean, everything is being started by Lefevre. She's controlled 3 straight draws. Can she stay hot? And finally, Maloney and the Eagles are going to control the draw, officially. Maloney initially had a hard time. The Eagles now trail by 3 after initially jumping out to the 1-goal advantage. Emily Warble, the freshman, looking for a receiver. She'll work it back to Schultz. Feeney scored the only goal for the Eagles so far. Wilmot knifing between defenders and scoring. Grace Wilmot with a quick response. Exactly what Lacrosse was looking for.
And a goal for Lacrosse by number 27, Grace Wilmot.
What a start to this contest. Carthage out to the 4-2 lead. 3:42 on the clock. The first quarter. This Lacrosse team has scored double digits in every game this season. They've scored upwards of 20 twice. Again, you want to beat this team, you gotta score. This time, Coastal will take the draw. Coastal and Wilmot. Eagles possession. And Wilmot off to the races. We'll take a look back at Wilmot's goal. Now Wilmot, what a find inside. Play is whistle dead, and I think you know what that means when the yellow flag is raised inside the 8-meter. A free position shot. First of the afternoon. Ava Schultz. A chance to attack and bring the Eagles within 1. Schultz. execution.
And a goal for UW Lacrosse by number 8, Ava Schiltz.
So 4-3 your score. And once again, Coastal and Wilmot, the center of Art Keller Field here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Wilmot once again victorious. We'll take one more look at Ava Schiltz, the sophomore midfielder from Minnesota. A jolt of speed and one-on-one with Almendarez. Goes to Almendarez's left. Quick shot. 1-goal game here in the opening quarter. Schiltz carving right down the middle. Wide left. Lacrosse remains in possession. Another chance up front. Denied. That was Britta Nelson on the shot. And the Firebirds cough it back up. Eagles looking to tie. Junior Feeney. Already with one. Back to Wilmot at the top. Maloney hits a cutter. Whistle dead. And guess what? Another free position shot coming up. And now Ava Schiltz, who's already 1 for 1, can tie this game at 4 in the opening stanza. Down the middle she goes, and she scores again. She's got 2 in the first quarter. And after 4 straight Carthage goals, Lacrosse responds with 3.
And a goal for UW Lacrosse by number 8, Ava Schiltz.
A season ago, Lacrosse and Carthage did battle over in Lacrosse, Wisconsin. And folks, we'll get into the history of these two programs on the flip side of this timeout. A year ago, Wisconsin Lacrosse hosted Carthage College, beat them 12-11 in overtime. Ava Schiltz, who's on the board twice already, with 2 of 4 lacrosse goals. She had 6 a year ago. And on her way to another big game. The teams trade blows in the opening quarter. If you're just joining us, it was Lacrosse who went out to the 1-0 lead thanks to Megan Feeney. Carthage scored 4 goals in the span of a minute and a half. And now 3 straight from Lacrosse, including Ava Schiltz 2 times. And we're tied at 4 with 2:13 to go in the opening quarter. So Lefevre and Wilmot. Wilmot's 1-2 straight, make that 3 straight. And it's turning into a fast break opportunity. Schiltz. What a find. Nelson, a tough shot. Almendarez knocks it down. The Eagles still with the chance to operate. The possession remains alive. Right in front. Off the crossbar. The right bar keeps this game tied. And now Maloney. Maloney. Nice move. Another whistle. And another free position shot coming up. Maloney yet to score. Motors down the middle. What a stop! Almendarez. That's her 3rd save of the afternoon. And she keeps this game knotted at 4. 1:05 to play in the first quarter in a 4-4 tie. And Almendarez will just slowly stroll up the field. And we've seen Carthage break down into a football-style play a couple times, and Almendarez hits Lefevre. Lefevre has it poked loose. She's dispossessed. And the Eagles, now with an opportunity of their own. Feeney pivots. What a shot! 5-4 Eagles. One brilliant Carthage opportunity flips into another for Lacrosse, and they lead 5-4. We are brewing up for a barn burner here at Art Keller Field. This one's been fun already. And we have so much lacrosse to play between Lacrosse and Carthage. But with 30 seconds to go in quarter number 1, it's Wisconsin Lacrosse out to the 1-goal lead. Lefevre gonna control this draw. Higgins picks it up. Bursting down the middle. Now backing it off. 20 seconds to play as you look at Megan Feeney score her 2nd goal. What a move that was. Pivoted, got to a right, and burnt 2 Carthage defenders. 8 seconds. Taken away. And this should bring the Eagles home in the opening quarter. And it will. An array of scoring in the first quarter. 2 from Schiltz, 2 from Feeney. And that's propelled the Eagles to this 5-4 lead. Headed to quarter number 2 of this non-conference battle here from Wisconsin. Folks, thank you so much for electing to spend your Saturday afternoon with us here at Carthage College. We'll step aside. The 2nd quarter coming up. quarter number 2 as the teams flip sides. Carthage in the white uniforms will now attack left to right. And Lacrosse with the lead in the maroon red. They'll go right to left. Lefevre and Wilmot. Now in the middle of the field. And it's the Eagles who control the opening draw here in the second quarter. Schultz, can she do it again? She's got a first half hat trick. Offensive attacks have come so quick for both sides. There really is not much operating. It's get out in transition and go get you one. And Ava Schultz has done that. She's got 3 goals. And we're 12 seconds into the second quarter. Ten goals on the board between the two programs. And it's Lacrosse with the 2-0 advantage. And it looks like Higgins might have position. That one ends up out of bounds. And it'll be Carthage. But first a look. Ava Schultz. Really just taking it all the way through. Barely contested. Higgins gets past the pack. Now Higgins looking for an answer. She answers. Kylie Higgins. Hello. 1-goal game. Her 11th goal of this season. And 5 goals for the Firebirds scored by 5 different players. Well, if you're Rebecca Congill, the head coach of the Firebirds in her second season, that's the exact response you want. This team filled with freshmen and sophomore, sprinkled with some seniors, but this is a underclassmen dominant group for the Firebirds. And they're showing some heart. Another draw controlled, and we'll take another look. And Higgins just gets right around Karastay, the sophomore defender, and gives herself a wonderful look to bring the Firebirds within 1, and that's where we stand right now. 6-5 Lacrosse. As ends up on the ground, on the carpet of our Keller field. But the Eagles, still with plenty of time to operate. Schultz, knifing her way through, saved by Almendarez. The senior, able to net that one. Keep this a 1-goal game. Lacrosse has been unbelievable defending as Almendarez brings this up. Nothing has come easy. She slings it, and it's intercepted. Spencer took it away. Lacrosse Another opportunity here. Almendarez knocks it down again. That was Nelson who took a shot at it. Almendarez, quick trigger. Hits Leibinger. Leibinger does her job. She'll jog back to the defensive side. Able to get open for her goalie. And now Carthage has a chance to tie it once again. Heichman works it around, now ready to put the moves on Stay. Stay hounding her stick high up in the air. Heichman rips one wide, but it'll stay here as the Firebirds remain in possession. To Junior McDonald right in front. She cannot connect with Heichman, and it's Eagles possession. Would have really had to thread the needle there. Instead, it's Kaylee Hendrick racing up the far side. Looking to turn defense into offense. And she's blowing by Firebirds right now. Here she is! Hendrick! 2-goal lead for the Eagles. They add on 4 minutes into the second quarter. Hendrick scored 2 goals a season ago, and she scores her first here against Carthage in late March. Carthage is 3-1 here at Art Keller Field. Most recently, took a loss to Lake Forest. But looking to get back on track, earn their 4th home win, but they trail by 2 here in the second. And they have their work cut out for them. It's a warm day here in Kenosha. As Lefevre grabs it herself. And that was Brills who just got it right back to Hendrick. Great positioning. Back of the net delivery. Kim returns into the game for the Firebirds. As Coastal tries to find Lefevre. Coastal poked on the carpet. Good defensive effort by Hendrick after the goal. And it's going to lead not into an Eagles possession. It was close to it. Now McDonald's looking to create. Right over the middle. A shot up high. Now it's Higgins. 30 seconds to get a shot off. The freshman Claridge. Working on Jensen. Claridge. Couple nifty moves. Can she get through? It's on the carpet once again. A whistle blows this one dead. And here we go. First free position shot for Carthage this afternoon. August Claridge. Here she goes. Lost it. Got it back. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Higgins goes left. Spinning. Firing. Off the crossbar again. But look at the hustle by this young Firebirds team. That was Kim. The sophomore keeps it alive. Lefevre running with some purpose. Another effort. Not going to work. Eagles possession. 2 opportunities for the Firebirds. They can not come up with a goal. And the score remains 7-5 Lacrosse, under 9 minutes to go here in the half. Thrown away. Higgins looking to pick it up. McDonald. She's got it. Opportunity for the Firebirds to draw within 1. Donald tosses Kim over the net. She took a hit as well. So Kim, because of the contact, will have a free position shot. Second for the Firebirds. Kim, quick pass. Lefevre comes away with it. Lefevre can't get a shot off. It's in front of the net, in the crease, and in the stick of Abby Furlano. So 2 opportunities for the Firebirds on free position shots. They cannot come up with numbers. Potential mistake. It looked like Heichman took a shot. Her teammates pick her up. McDonald slowly strolling inside the 8-meter, retreating to the 12. Under 8 minutes to go, the Firebirds trail by 2. A couple hectic offensive sequences with no goals, and they will look to change that. But first, regaining some energy here. Plenty of time to operate. Still a minute to get a shot off. Coastal. Coastal almost lost it. And another whistle here. And guess what? Free position shot. Third in the last 2 minutes for Carthage. Can Coastal come through? Coastal rips. Didn't have much of a feel on that shot. It floated over the net. But Carthage once again keeps the possession alive. The young group is battling. It's Higgins behind the wheel. Of course, because of the initial possession by the Eagles, Carthage has a fresh 80 to shoot. They got 60 now. Coastal, no entry through. Looking to create. And forced to give it up. How about the defense? Higgins. Saved. Furlano went right at her. Almost thrown away. Hendrick will track it down before it can get out of play. Kim scoops it up. And a card given out. Brills, the freshman from Nebraska, gets the first card of the game. So a minute in the penalty box. And Carthage, man up right now. Who can come through? Coastal on the cut, denied again. Heichman there. Keeping things alive, still 30 seconds. Man up, out in front. Kim can't get a shot off. Tracking down is McDonald. Keeps it in the playing field here at Art Keller Field. Carthage trails by 2, 5:20 to go. Coastal. Once again, Hendrick closing the gap. 4 seconds, 3 seconds left on this man up. Higgins fires and scores! In the final seconds of the penalty, Carthage gets a goal and they're within one. As Kylie Higgins picks up her second goal of the afternoon. And it's 7-6 Lacrosse now. Hey, it hasn't come easy for Carthage, but boy, is this team battling. Now, a handful of times they have just come up with extra and second chance opportunities against 5-1 Wisconsin Lacrosse. Wilmot and Lefevre. Wilmot controls. Maloney, as she darts through, a card given out to Higgins. And now, man-up opportunity for the Eagles, as they will look to generate a goal. Wilmot stopped in her path initially, and another whistle. Free position shot coming up. Wilmot has scored already. It came in the first quarter. Wilmot over the bar. Carthage with a chance to pick it up behind the net. A battle for it on the carpet. It'll stick with Lacrosse. 4:20 to go here in the second quarter. A 1-goal lead for Wisconsin Lacrosse over Carthage College. 25 seconds left on the penalty. Maloney hits a cutting Schiltz. And look at the defense by Kim. Schiltz. Oh, she slices and dices through, but her shot can't get through. Ball in the air, who's got it? Almendarez rakes it up. And the playing field is even as the penalty's over. Lefevre enters, receives it in the middle of the field. And now Carthage with an opportunity. Out in front. McDonald over the net. Not an easy pass to receive. She did her best, but it'll remain Firebird possession. Minute to shoot. They trail by 1, looking for an equalizer. Kim now backs out. Initially looked like she was ready to attack. Coastal defended well by Schiltz. Now Lefevre, ton of contact. That's, of course, a penalty. Wilmot charged with the crime. So Carthage. They trail by 1 with 2:49, and they'll have 2 minutes of man-up Lacrosse. Searching for an equalizer here in the final minutes of the half. Out in front, Higgins rips wide. McDonald able to keep it alive. Kim now rips another save. Farlano showing it off. A clinic at the mouth of the goal. Still a ton of time to operate for the Firebirds. McDonald again rips another shot over the bar. McDonald cutting again. This time she won't fire. McDonald looking to create. Taken away. What a defensive effort. And now the Eagles. Can they get it cross center field? They're having trouble doing it. Kim battling. Kim. Here she goes. Still 35 seconds. Up a player. The Firebirds battling for an equalizer. Higgins to an E. Rolls it in! How did she do that? She's got a first half hat trick, and we're tied at 7.
And the Carthage goal by number 8, Kylie Higgins for a hat trick.
They clawed away for several minutes on the offensive end, but the Firebirds finally get it done. We got a 7-7 game. Minute 13 to go. Lefevre and Wilmot once again. Lefevre cannot control it. It's Maloney. Digs it up. Lacrosse. Now an opportunity to regain the lead. So we'll look back at Higgins. Just surging around defenders. Fell to a knee and somehow put enough on it to roll it past Furlano, who saved 6 shots today. Couldn't got a stick on that one. Final minute of the opening half. Pelletier in front. Feeney doesn't get a shot off. 23 seconds to go. On the ground and a whistle. It's Carthage. Possession. With 13 seconds to go, we'll see if they can get it down the field, but most likely it'll send us to the half. Folks, we got a good one. 5-1 Lacrosse, tied with 5-3 Carthage. 7-7. A pair of hat tricks on each side. As Ava Schiltz has 3 for the Eagles of Lacrosse. And Kylie Higgins has 3 goals of her own for the Firebirds of Carthage. 7-7, a 10-minute halftime here from Art Keller Fields. But we still got 30 minutes of lacrosse to decide a winner. It took overtime a year ago. And we'll see who can get it done in this year's go-around. Don't think you could have asked for a better one up to this point between Wisconsin Lacrosse and Carthage. We're tied at 7 entering half number 2. Carthage has won 2 of 3 total battles all time against Lacrosse, and on the doorstep of CCIW play, they will look to pick up a victory and advanced to 6-3 on this season. A pair of hat tricks in this game. Kylie Higgins of Carthage and Ava Schiltz of Lacrosse. Lefevre and Wilmot. Lefevre racing for it. Cannot control it. It's Ava Schiltz right on cue. Just spoke about her and the success she's had on the offensive end. 2 of her goals coming from free position shots. A lopsided couple quarters. It started with a dominant offensive beginning for Lacrosse, and then Carthage compiled 16 shots compared to just 6 in the second quarter. We're tied at 7 right now and brewing up for a fantastic finish here at Art Keller Field. Thank you so much for electing to spend your Saturday afternoon with me. My name's Ethan Berch, and you're watching a presentation of Carthage Athletics. Maloney scores! Right through the legs of Almendarez. And the second half begins with a Megan Maloney goal. On her 3rd shot of the game, she finally nets one. This is a Lacrosse team that has scored at least 10 goals in every game this season. They've scored 20-plus multiple times. And in a game that looked like it'd be very high scoring, it still has the means to be. It's just 8-7. We'll take another look back. Maloney just kind of doing it herself, carving, getting to her left. That's her dominant side, and then right between the legs of Almendarez. The Eagles back in possession, and Schiltz running the field with Kim mirroring her. Clears it ahead, and now an opportunity as Megan Feeney knifing through Carthage's defense. Gets to the middle, gets it in front to Nelson, and a free position shot coming up. Brita Nelson. A couple shots, not a goal yet. A chance to propel them to a 2-goal lead. It's off Almendarez. The Eagles remain in possession. Here in quarter number 3, Nelson, another chance. Can't get a shot off. Defers to Wilmot. Another whistle here. Looks like Nelson caught something up high. Not a free position shot. Didn't happen inside the 8-meter line, but it will be Lacrosse possession, and we resume. Not even 2 minutes in. A cut by Nelson. Another one. It'll stay here once again. That was Schiltz. Right down Main Street. That one over the net. Opportunity after opportunity. That was Feeney. Wilmot turns upstairs, and Almendarez reaches up high for that save. Oh, she throws it away, though. 11th turnover for Carthage. And it's deep in their territory for the Eagles with a fresh 90. Pelletier backs it out. Back up to the top, the head of the offense. And a free position shot coming up. Ava Schiltz seeking her 4th goal. Can she put the Eagles up 2? And they'll have to reset. Schultz. Another save. That's the 8th of the contest for Almendarez. She's been pelted all afternoon long. But save number 8, 3 minutes into the third quarter. This keeps this a 1-goal game. Almendarez 3 times on the all-CCIW second team roster. Well on her way to another one. Historic season with Carthage. And Schultz, that's illegal. Getting a little too physical with Kuyeva. Carthage looking to draw up an equalizer. Firebirds trail by 1. Came out of the half in a 7-7 tie. BB'd. Lefevre bounces wide left. Firebirds able to scoop it up. That's McDonald. Higgins. Maybe looking to do it herself. Defended by Stay. And McDonald once again keeps it alive in the X position. Another long possession for the Firebirds. The key for them has been patience. Heinschmidt. But Carthage with another turnover. A battle that gets just too physical, and a Firebird was warded off. The score remains 8-7, 5 minutes into the third. Hendrick steamrolling up the field. Getting past Maya and setting up the Eagles. Schultz, defended by Keller. And all the way back to the top, attacks the 8, lost it. Retrieves it and into the stick of Wilmot. Wilmot, couple nice moves, now triple teamed. 30 seconds to get a shot off here. Maloney to Warble, right back to Maloney. Maloney barreling through and scoring. Second goal of the half for Megan Maloney. And it's a 2-goal Lacrosse lead.
And a UW Lacrosse goal by number 4, Megan Maloney.
Carthage will call their first time out with 9:06 on the clock and a 2-goal lead for Wisconsin Lacrosse. And behind it has been Megan Maloney. She scored twice this half, and she has propelled Lacrosse out to this 9-7 lead. 9:06 to play here in the third quarter between Carthage and Lacrosse, and it's a 9-7 lead as Wisconsin Lacrosse has come out of the gates here in the second half. They've scored twice thanks to Megan Maloney 2 times. And a pair of fouls by Carthage have really told the tale, have given Lacrosse a couple opportunities. And then also a pair of turnovers for the Firebirds. So Conjil in her second season with the Firebirds uses her first time out and just tries to regather this group. Lefevre and Wilmot. Carthage needs this one badly, but Wilmot wins it, and she accelerates into Carthage territory. Maloney has been the factor, the driving factor for Lacrosse here in this second half. Wilmot has some room. Can she create? She slices through, and it's wide right. Freshman Warble chases, keeping things alive for the Eagles on this possession. .8:22 on the clock. This is the third quarter of this Division III NCAA women's lacrosse match, and it's been a good one so far. Lacrosse has a chance to extend this to a 3-goal game. Almendarez somehow, some way, spoils that opportunity for Lacrosse. We've seen Carthage draw this play up a couple times. Looks like the goal is to get Lefevre in rhythm down the field in order to set up this fast break offense. Kohler, but Kohler can't hang on. Almendarez has to race back in net because she was so far out. She's able to do so. Baloney leading the charge. The sophomore coming off a 9-goal season last year, up to 15, including her 2 today. Schiltz, saved by Almendarez, reached up for the top shelf. And almost threw it away, but Kim comes away with it. And she is racing down the far side, cupping the ball. Carthage looking to draw within a goal here. They trail by 2 in the third. Kylie Higgins. 3 goals for the Firebirds. And she is once again behind the wheel. Coastal. But a whistle. Free position shot coming up. Coastal does have a goal. With 6:35 on the clock, can bring the Firebirds within 1. She scores. Bounces it home for her second of the afternoon. We got a 1-goal game.
Carthage College goal by number 20, Bailey Castle. Her second goal of the game.
Second goal for the freshman, 9th of the year. So a 9-8 lead as Carthage cuts into this deficit. Lefevre can't control it. It's Nelson who comes away with it for the Eagles. Eagles looking for a quick response. Get back up by 2. For Carthage, most of their goals have kind of come in transition. But for Lacrosse, they've had a ton of success when just letting this offense get set. Cutters, creativity, that's been the recipe for this team. Feeney can't handle the pass from Wilmot. Good defensive play by Erica Maya. And she wins the Firebirds' possession. And now able to scoop it up herself. Kayeva works it to Lefevre. Carthage looking for an equalizer once again. They've been able to come up with the answer time and time again, and looking for another here in the third quarter. The freshman Castle. Couple pivots. Ball on the carpet, scoops it up with 40 to shoot. She slices to her right. Higgins inside. And Furlano comes away with it. Carthage unable to get a shot off and a quick clear. De La Pena. Quickly picked up by Kim, but a foul on Kim. In fact, a 1 minute penalty on Kim. And Lacrosse is up a player. Warble hits Feeney. The Eagles still looking to get that goal back. They led by 2 after 2 quick ones from Maloney. A goal by the freshman Castle has made this a 9-8 game. Feeney, oh, what a save! Almendarez! Maybe the save of the afternoon. An unbelievable look for Feeney right in front. And she delivers a beautiful ball to Lefevre. Lefevre, a good feed. Heichman. What? Look at the ball movement. Another save. Furlano showing it off. She's saying, hey, I got a couple highlight reels under my belt as well. And now Higgins. Ready to dance. Higgins fires, scores. Higgins doing her dance. Tying this game at 9. She's got 4. And an unbelievable game for Kylie Higgins. The sophomore came into this game with just 10 goals, and she's got 4 on this Saturday afternoon. A timeout for Lacrosse will send us to break with 3:10 to go in the third quarter after Kylie Higgins. Look at some of this creativity. Working on De La Pena, no problem for the sophomore. This one has been a blast. Carthage and Wisconsin Lacrosse in a 9-9 tie with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. And it's Kylie Higgins leading the charge for the Firebirds, flying high. She's got 4 goals, which is a game best right now. So Wilmot and Lefevre set to draw. 2 goals for both teams here in the third quarter. This one's been literally as even as it gets. Lefevre controls the draw. And now a chance for the Firebirds to take the lead. It all starts with Lefevre when she has been able to control those draws. Man, what a difference it's been. McDonald at the X. The Firebirds work it around the horn. Kim enters the 8-meter. Now backs it off to the 12. Still 50 seconds to get a shot off for the Firebirds. Higgins. Fakes left, goes right. Cannot get a shot off. Kim with 30. De La Pena in coverage. Kim splits by her. Kim lost it. Ball on the carpet. But a whistle blows it dead. And a free position shot for Hannah Kim. Can she put the Firebirds on top? Kim scores! Firebirds by a goal as Kim executes the free position shot.
Firebirds goal, scored by number 5, Hannah Kim.
Hannah Kim she scores her first goal of the game. And on the flip side of 2 Lacrosse goals, Carthage rumbles back with 3. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the Firebirds have made a statement. Just about set to continue. Carthage looking to avenge a 12-11 overtime loss from a year ago. And they'll be up a player for 2 minutes. Kim motoring down the carpet. As we take another look back at Kim propelling the Firebirds to a 10-9 lead here in the third. Now the Firebirds up a player for 2 minutes. And looking to give themselves a 2-goal lead. They led as much as 3 early on. Castle looked like she had a good look, but was a little off balance. And when you're up a player like this, not worth rushing a shot. Heinschmidt. Hits Lefevre. Lefevre with a ton of contact. No whistle. Ball on the floor. A hunt for the egg. And it ends up in the stick of the goalie Furlano. Under a minute on the man up. And Lacrosse will just look to clear here. And Hendrick working her way around McDonald, but what a defensive effort. Castle, what hasn't she done today? August Carthage knifing her way through and scoring. It's August somewhere as Carthage puts the Firebirds up 2.
And a Carthage goal by number 3, August Claridge, her second goal of the game.
August Carthage with 30 seconds left in the quarter gives the Firebirds a 2-goal lead. They lead 11-9. They've scored 4 times in the quarter. And from the looks of it, they'll take this lead into the quarter, and Lefevre desires of adding on, but Wilmot gives way for Hendrick. And now Spencer. As we look back at Claridge, that one actually clipped off Furlano, but bounced behind the line. That's good enough for Claridge's second goal of the game. Now Claridge playing a little bit of defense. But we are headed to the final quarter. After Lacrosse struck for 2 goals right away in the third quarter, Carthage storms back for 4 of their own. They have a 2-goal lead, and to the final quarter we go. Who's ready for 15 more minutes of women's lacrosse? As Wisconsin Lacrosse and Carthage College, they've battled for 45 minutes, and they'll play 15 more to decide a winner. 2-goal lead for the Firebirds of Carthage. It's Maloney and Lefevre. warm day here in Wisconsin. 50 degrees even. Fresh off the shores of Lake Michigan. Really couldn't ask for a better day to play some lacrosse here in late March. And boy, this one's been a treat. Lefevre controls the draw and then takes a shot. Oh, no. Piper Lefevre back up to her feet. It'll put Maloney in the box for 2 minutes. And glad to see Lefevre back to her feet and all right. And now Carthage with 2 minutes up a player. Kim. Speeding down the field, and now they'll work it around to the X position. Heinschmidt had a cutting Lefevre. Didn't go to her. Heinschmidt, this time, behind Lefevre. Able to track it down is Higgins. And no need to rush for Carthage. They have the 2-goal lead, and they still have a minute 30 of penalty time. Castle, left of the post. Lefevre, knifing way through. Lefevre is lethal. 3-goal lead for the Firebirds.
And a Carthage goal by number 19.
And the Firebirds with revenge on their mind.
Goal of the game, assisted by number 2.
Paige Lefevre literally did it all. Won the draw, drew the foul, and scored the man-up goal. Lefevre has been the catalyst for this Carthage attack. Unable to come up with the successful draw here, but we'll look back to her goal. And Heinschmidt, just a really good find. Wide open over the middle. Nice initial ball fake, gets past De La Pena, and then inserts that ball to the back of the net. So a minute into the fourth and a 3-goal advantage for the Firebirds. But the Eagles are on the attack here in a brilliant opportunity. Maloney has scored twice in the half. Free position shot coming up. Maloney bounces it past Almendarez. She's got a hat trick in the second half alone. 12-10. As Lacrosse refusing to go away.
Lacrosse by number 4, Megan Maloney.
Maloney, fresh off her 3rd goal. Her and Schiltz with 3 each. Lefevre racing for it, and she controls the draw and will run away from trouble. And a chance for Kim to display some speed down the far side as we look back at Maloney's goal. Again, her 3rd. And Kim, running a track meet right now, gets coast to coast. Heichman set up Carthage's last goal. Into the stick of McDonald. A 2-goal lead for the Firebirds. And here is Lefevre. What a threat she's been, just a sophomore. Lefevre storming away inside, bounces left to the post, but there is Claridge. Claridge with a pair of goals now chases, keeps possession alive. It's the Firebirds looking to get a goal back. Claridge stopped in her path, but a nice move gets her through, and she scores again. A hat trick for the freshman. And back to a 3-goal lead for Carthage. August Claridge becomes the 4th player this game to reach the 3-goal mark. She's got 35 goals now in her freshman year campaign, 2nd straight game of scoring at least 3. And when you're talking about a team that can compete for a conference title in the CCIW, you need the resiliency that Carthage has shown here in a tough game against one of the WEAC's best, and another controlled draw. Ton of contact, that's going to be a foul on the Eagles. And look at Claridge, I mean, just straight creativity, working on a sophomore, Anna Jensen. Good initial effort by Jensen, but you gotta stay with Claridge. She's always a threat to continue moving those feet. And once again, it leads to a Firebirds goal. So a minute of player-up offense for the Firebirds once again. After the foul on Hendrick, Higgins out in front, backs it off. Maybe a good look for Castle. Couldn't hang on. There is McDonald to clean it up. Heichman. As Spencer waves the stick above her head. Heichman has nothing. Higgins had a good look. Couldn't reel it in. Another egg hunt on the carpet. And Kim accelerates and gets there. Kim, can she do it herself? Stays upright, but forced out to her right. It's a 3-goal lead for Carthage. The penalty is over. Lefevre off the crossbar. Maloney comes away with it, and she's off to the races. Being tracked down by Kim. Kim pokes it free. But Feeney able to recover. 11 minutes to go in a 3-goal game, in Lacrosse has got to put their foot on the gas. It's their last and only opportunity here with 11 minutes to go. They got no choice but to figure this thing out. Another whistle. And it'll set up Ava Schiltz. 10:51 to go in the 4th. Lacrosse can make this a 2-goal game. Almendarez! Hanging strong once again. That's her 11th save of the contest. A career game for the senior. And it is translating into some offense. Three goals is tied for the largest lead Carthage has had. And Lefevre in absolutely no rush. Still 50 seconds before Carthage needs to get a shot off. And they are in a position to waste some time. As Higgins hits Heitschmidt. Heitschmidt spins, fires, right of the post. A chase for it. It'll stay here. Now it ends up behind the net. This will be Eagles' possession as Kaylee Hendrick able to remain strong. Della Pena wheels it to Feeney. 9:20 to go, a 3-goal game. Still a ton of time to operate. Maloney, 2-goal game. What a find. That was Pelletier, the senior, threading the needle. Maloney. She's got 4 goals. Only had 9 a season ago. But Megan Maloney, who was held off the board in the first half, has come up with all 4 of the Eagles' goals here in the 3rd and 4th stanza. Still far from over as Lacrosse is making their push. And it'll be Carthage possession. Take another look back at Pelletier. Just patient. Finds Maloney. Cut right past Maya the junior and scored. Carthage will look for an answer. Put themselves back up 3. And once again, another opportunity to just take time off the clock. You get a minute and a half to shoot. And there's no reason you don't take this at least 30 seconds or more. And that's where we're at right now. Lefevre backs off. It's Castle. Castle with some room. Creates some separation, but still honor is Nelson. Higgins. Gotta tip your cap to this defensive effort. But only for the moment. Because now a free position shot. Is it on the table? No, that foul came just outside the... Nope, that's a free position shot. I beg your pardon, my folks. Kim will have an opportunity. Kim has scored already. Kim, right down Broadway, and she nets it. Back to a 3-goal lead, 14-11 Carthage.
Scored by number 5, Hannah Kim.
Kim's got her second. And the Firebirds in control with 8:14 to go in the 4th quarter. Maloney has been incredible. She's once again in charge of the draw. She scored 4 goals here in the second half, but that's been all for Lacrosse. Her and Lefevre go at it, and Carthage controls. Take another look back at Kim in the process. Just good stuff. No ball fake really even there. She just attacks, goes right at Furlano, whips it past her left ear, and into the back of the net for Carthage's 14th goal. Their 5th game this season with double figures in that department. Clock is not running right now at 7:55 on the clock. And now it is. Higgins working with 4 goals. Make that 5! And the Firebirds are out to their largest lead of the match. They lead 15-11 with 7:40 to go in the 4th. And Kylie Higgins, she is having a game. The sophomore from Illinois has propelled the Firebirds out to a monster day offensively. A new career high for Higgins. 5 goals for the sophomore and a 4-goal Carthage lead. Four goals separate Carthage and Lacrosse as we are winding down towards a conclusion. CCIW play on the doorstep for the Firebirds. This is their last non-conference battle, looking to avenge a 12-11 overtime loss to Lacrosse last season. They're ahead by 4 with 7:40 to play in the final stanza from Art Keller Fields here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. My name is Ethan Berch. I've had a great time bringing you the coverage. And Lefevre controls another draw, and that's been the story in this one. Winning possession after possession for the Firebirds, and this offense is not done. Their best scoring game of the season came against Concordia, Wisconsin, an 18-5 win. That was on the 13th of March, and it was on the road. But with 15 goals right now and still over 7 minutes to play, this offense isn't done just yet. Lefevre barreling inside the 8, then deferring back out. Heitzman, wide left. Lefevre going back to work, looking for the hat trick. Wide left again, but Heitzman in that X position, making sure that this possession is not going away. Heitzman going to work herself, scurries through and scores! Right around Jensen. Goal number 16 for the Firebirds. And they won't stop now. They're pouring it on.
Carthage goal scored by number 3, August Claridge.
(16-11) Firebirds with 6:12 to go. And they are beginning to run away with this one. Castle cannot control the draw. You look back on Claridge. I mean, creativity for this youngster. She has a bright future ahead of her. As just a freshman. 36 goals already for the kid. Pelletier. Down the middle. Out in front, turning around is Feeney. Another save. Almendarez make that 12. And oh my, a monster day at the office for the senior. And Kim with nothing but room to run. Up to McDonald's. Carthage can put their foot on the brake now. Up 5, their largest lead, and a little over 5 minutes to go. They are in absolutely no rush. Higgins just running in circles. Looks like the two are playing tag. As Della Pena chases. Lefevre's got 2 goals. And she throws this one away. Castle hustling for it, but unable to come up with it. So the Eagles take over. And it's Hendrick. Picked up by Heitschmidt, but she gets past her. Kim chasing. Hendrick gives it off. And the Eagles, they need goals, and they need them quick. We've seen crazier than a 5-goal deficit drained down. It's out in front. Almendarez once again comes away with it. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. That is save number 13. Kuyeva, defended by Maloney, spinning, trying to get down that sideline, and Maloney commits a foul. And she'll have to sub off for a minute. So a minute of man up for Carthage with 3:41 to play, and at this point, this minute should just be play and keep away. They will return to action on Wednesday, take the rest of the weekend off, taking on Wisconsin-Eau Claire. For Carthage, that'll be here at Art Keller Field. And then another one, a week from today. Carthage on the verge of their 6th win of the season. They'll advance to 6-3, and they're going to hand Wisconsin Lacrosse just their 2nd loss of the season. McDonald out in front. Wide open is Nolan, but it's snared by Furlano. Got it right back to Jensen, tasked with getting it through. Two and a half minutes to play here in the 4th. And it's a 5-goal lead for Carthage. Schultz. Looks like she's fouled. She had 3 goals in that first half, but has not scored here in the second half, and has an opportunity to do so right here. A free position shot, and if Lacrosse has any chance, they gotta score here, and they do. Schultz gets the job done, her 4th goal. And now the Eagles are going to need to run and gun here. They trail by 4 with 2:19 to go. There's no specific blueprint or recipe to tying this one up other than just blatantly scoring. You got to win these draws. You got to run up the field, get into your fast break offense, and you got to put the ball in the back of the net quick. And Alessandra Almendarez at the mouth of the goal for the Firebirds. She's just been stellar. 13 saves. She's been pelted with shots all afternoon long, and 2 minutes and 19 seconds away from leading the Firebirds to a victory. Maloney controls the draw. It's ahead to Nelson. So we'll look back one more time on Schultz's goal. 2:08 to play. This is Pelletier. They got to move quick. Schultz. Ball on the carpet. Picked up Maloney. Maloney. Defended by Maya. Maloney makes a move. Spinning. She can't score. Ball still in the playing field. Carthage looking to remain strong. 1.5 minutes to go. Wide right. Maloney creeping inside. Good feed. Another denial. The Firebirds hanging on strong. Wintercord comes away with it. Look at her sprint her way out of trouble. And she's fouled. With 1:02 to go. The Firebird faithful starting to feel it. It'll be Eagles possession. Clock is running, 52 seconds. The Eagles will need a miracle. And a foul by Claridge. As Hendrick went down. A trip will send Claridge to the sideline. Both teams are a player down here for the final 48 seconds of the contest. Almost intercepted. The Eagles looking for a last second goal. That one ended up in the back of the net, but it will not count. Or will it? It will. Emily Warble with the 13th goal for the Eagles. But you're starting to think it's a little too late, as they still trail 3 with 35.3 on the clock. The Eagles need to move quick if they got any shot late here in the fourth. Trail by 3, 35.3 to go. Flicked in the air and controlled by Hendrick. No time to waste. The defense by Higgins. Now picking up De La Pena. Thrown deep into Carthage territory. Barely kept in by Warble. Carthage possesses it. It's Kuyeva. Weaving through defenders. Chucking it to the near side with 3. Kim scoops it up. This game is over. The Firebirds of Carthage avenge themselves after an OT loss a year ago. They have taken down Lacrosse 16-13 behind 15 saves from Alejandra Almendarez. Almendarez, the senior, tying a season high with 15 saves. Higgins scores 5 goals. Claridge scores 4 goals. And the Firebirds are victorious, improving to 6-3 on the season. And Lacrosse falls to 5-2. Carthage will return to action on Wednesday here at Art Keller Field for a Wednesday night battle against Wisconsin Eau Claire.
And with the win, it's time to ring the victory bell.
And what a win it was for the Firebirds.
Lacrosse team member will ring the bell. Say it with me.
Alessandra Almendarez leading the line of handshakes after another brilliant chapter
Ring the bell.
in a long book of success for Carthage's goalie.
I don't hear you guys.
As Carthage running to go ring the bell of victory. 16-13 win. As the Firebirds getting set to ring the bell here at Art Keller Field, a tradition, as the whole team will get a piece. And the bell has rung. It's a Carthage victory here in Wisconsin. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. What a battle it was. And the Firebirds prevail. A 3-goal win over the University of Wisconsin Lacrosse. My name is Ethan Berch. I thank you so much for tuning in. I would like to thank everyone who made this production of Carthage College Athletics possible. And thank you to the Carthage athletic staff for allowing me to come on and broadcast this Carthage College victory. Again, the Firebirds return to action Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, taking on Wisconsin Eau Claire. But until then, saying so long from Kenosha, Wisconsin.